Now I'm just going to show you one more thing. If you look here, I've used a tartan scarf to spread these cards on. Now, this is a very good idea, spreading cards on cloth. It helps the spread. Now I'm going to take part of the Flourish and I'm going to spread these cards on wood. Now that's spread not too badly, but if I try and turn these over, it may or may not work. There, at this point here, the Flourish collapsed. Now I'm going to show you this again on cloth and you'll see the difference. This is a very important point. Now I'm going to spread them on this tartan scarf. Now this time it will go over absolutely perfectly without a fault. There we are, and that's because the cloth helps to grip the cards, keeping them stable, and that really helps with a Flourish. So working on cloth is a lot easier than working on a smooth surface. Now I'm going to show you how you can use this Chinese dragon card Flourish as a game. So I'm going to spread the Chinese dragon shape and I'm going to show you the very, very simple rules for a game. This can be a game for any number of people. Now this is how the game works. You perform the Flourish as before and that counts as 1 point. Then, without adjusting the cards at all, you perform the Flourish again going the other way, and this now counts as 2 points. And then you go again, so this will now be 3 points, and you keep doing this until it collapses. So I gained 2 points from this particular go in the game. Then it will be the next person's go at doing the Chinese Dragon card Flourish game, and they'll have to score better than that. They'll have to score better than 2 goes. So if it collapses halfway, that doesn't count. You've just got 2 points there. And you can play this in different ways. You could play this with 3 decks like this. I wouldn't personally play this with more than 3 decks. But you could also play this with just 1 deck of cards. So I'm going to do this now. This is just going to be with a single deck of cards, and here's the Flourish done with 1 deck of cards. This is perfectly adequate for the game. So the participants in the game agree on how many decks they're going to use. So I have now scored 1 point, and that's 2 points, and 3 points, and this will probably collapse here. No, 4 points. 5 points, 5 points. So the next player would have to get 6 to beat that. It's my opinion that doing the game is better with 1 deck of cards. But if I was actually performing the Chinese Dragon as a card Flourish, it's better to use at least 3 decks. But you could go up to 100 decks, 1,000 decks, it's entirely up to you. But if you're playing the game, I personally think using 1 deck of cards and agreeing that with the opponent is better, because you just get more goes through the Flourish by doing that. I got up to, I think it was 5 points there, and it would be very difficult to beat that. If you were using 3 decks, it's much, much harder to get a high number. So using a single deck makes a much more enjoyable game. But for a Flourish, I would suggest using a minimum of 3 decks of cards and alternating the colours throughout the deck.
Goodbye from Edinburgh.